to know what the hell you and your boss, Aristotle Dumas, are really up to.
Maybe you need to take a page out of your own devious playbook and get Phyllis out of Billy's orbit for good.
Victor is the reason that I asked you to meet me. Nikki, I need you to betray your husband.
Hello everyone. Welcome to back my channel that I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. It's time to stand up in today's The Young and the Restless. The Young and the Restless, YNR, recap for Wednesday, June 18th, reveals that Mariah Copeland, Cameron Grimes, will split from Tessa Porter, Kate Fairbanks, while Adam Newman's Mark Grossman, Secret enrages Chelsea Lawson, Melissa Claire Egan. At Newman Media, Chelsea will wonder what's taking Adam so long since they were just supposed to pop in the office briefly. Adam will claim he's just sending some emails, but Chelsea will sense there's more going on. After Chelsea jumps to the wrong conclusion, she'll assume Adam went ahead with the smear campaign against Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson. Chelsea will explode over Adam breaking his promise already after convincing her that he was a changed man. However, Adam will eventually settle Chelsea down and admit he didn't publish one bad word against Billy. Once Adam shows Chelsea his laptop screen, he'll admit he got a zombie game invite he couldn't say no to since Connor Newman, Judah Mackey, and Johnny Abbott, Paxton Mishkind, wanted him to play. Chelsea will apologize for flying off the handle and will confess she's given Adam the piece of her heart that she normally holds back. Things will turn passionate in the office as Adam and Chelsea prepare to face Victor Newman's Eric Braden eventual wrath together. At Society, Daniel Romalotti Jr., Michael Graziade, will have dinner and a catch-up session with Danny Romalotti, Michael Damian, who will wonder how Daniel would feel about him asking Christine Blair, Laura Lee Bell, to marry him again. Considering what happened to Heather Stevens, Vale Bloom, Daniel certainly won't tell Danny to wait or not enjoy every moment he can with the woman he loves. Daniel will joke about letting Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, do that instead, so Danny will joke right back about letting Daniel break the marriage proposal news. There'll also be some talk about Tessa giving Daniel guitar lessons, so Danny will wonder if they're just friends. That'll bring Daniel's assurance that his relationship with Tessa is completely platonic. At Crimson Lights, Mariah will have more flashbacks of her drunken night with a white-haired stranger, Michael Swan, including a moment when they leaned in like they were going to kiss. Mariah will summon Tessa for a conversation, but she won't tell her wife what she wants to hear. Despite Tessa's pleas on Wednesday's YNR episode, Mariah won't think she can ever tell anyone what happened. Mariah also won't think it's fair to keep putting her issues on Tessa and Aria Porter Copeland, Maddie and Millie Engel, so she'll push for a separation and will mention a visitation schedule for their daughter. Tessa will protest, but Mariah will make it clear that she has to deal with things on her own. Although Tessa won't feel like Mariah should decide this unilaterally, Mariah will stand her ground. Mariah will hope she can eventually find her way back to Tessa and the family they've built together, but she'll need time and space to figure out if that's possible. As Mariah heads for the door, Tessa will ask if Mariah really thinks she doesn't know what she did. Tessa will assume Mariah got drunk and cheated, so she'll assure Mariah that she's already forgiven her. Mariah will insist what she did was so much worse than a one-night stand. Despite Tessa's insistence that they have to get through this together, Mariah won't agree and will walk out on her. When Daniel and Danny show up at the coffee house later, Daniel will see that Tessa's upset and will lend an ear if she wants one. Mariah will watch Daniel approach Tessa through the window before dashing nearby to sob. As for Tessa, she'll tell Daniel that she doesn't think she can talk about this right now. When Daniel wonders if Tessa wants space, she'll stop him from leaving by rushing into his arms and letting the tears flow. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Tessa and Mariah's marriage will remain on fragile ground, so stay tuned for updates on what's ahead for these two. CDL's where you want to be for gripping Young and the Restless spoilers, updates, and news, so make us your go-to YNR source. The Young and the Restless, as Mariah Copeland made the painful decision to separate from her wife, Tessa Porter. After months of tension, miscommunication, and unspoken resentments, Mariah reached her breaking point, leaving fans wondering if this beloved couple can ever recover. Meanwhile, other Genoa City residents face their own struggles, from corporate power plays to romantic entanglements. Here's everything that went down. Mariah's breaking point. The episode opened with Mariah, Cameron Grimes, sitting alone in the park, staring blankly at her phone. A tear rolled down her cheek as she reread old texts between her and Tessa, Kate Fairbanks, a bittersweet reminder of happier times. Flashbacks showed their sweetest moments, their wedding, raising baby Aria together, and supporting each other through career highs and lows. But the present was far less rosy. At home, Tessa was busy rehearsing a new song, completely absorbed in her music career. When Mariah walked in, Tessa barely looked up, muttering a distracted, "Hey, babe." The dismissiveness was the final straw for Mariah, who had been feeling neglected for weeks. "We need to talk," Mariah said firmly, her voice trembling. Tessa finally put her guitar down, sensing the gravity in her wife's tone. "What's wrong?" Tessa asked, still not fully grasping the depth of Mariah's pain. "Everything," Mariah admitted. "We're not okay, Tess. I don't even know if we're still us anymore." What followed was a raw, heartbreaking conversation. Mariah confessed that she felt like an afterthought in Tessa's life, always coming second to her music, her ambitions, even her friends. Tessa, defensive at first, argued that she was just trying to build a stable future for their family. But Mariah wasn't buying it. "You're not present," Mariah fired back. "I need a partner, not someone who just shares a roof with me." Tessa's eyes welled up as the reality of the situation hit her. "Are you saying you want to leave?" Mariah took a deep breath before delivering the gut-wrenching blow. "I think we need some space. A separation." Tessa was stunned, pleading for another chance, but Mariah stood firm. "I love you, but love isn't always enough." As Mariah packed a bag, Tessa broke down, sobbing on the bed. The scene was devastating, leaving fans wondering, is this truly the end for #Taraya? Sharon offers support. With nowhere else to go, Mariah showed up at Sharon Case doorstep, tearful and exhausted. Sharon, always the nurturing figure, immediately pulled her into a hug. Over coffee, Mariah poured her heart out, admitting she was terrified of what came next. "What if I made a mistake?" Mariah whispered. Sharon, wise as ever, reassured her. "Sometimes space is necessary. If it's meant to be, you'll find your way back." But will they? Nate's shocking proposal. Meanwhile, Nate Hastings' Sean Dominic dropped a bombshell on Audra, Zuleika Silver. Still reeling from his fallout with the Newmans and Victor's ruthless blackmail, Nate proposed a bold move, leaving Genoa City together. "There's nothing left for me here," Nate said, gripping Audra's hands. "Come with me. We'll start fresh somewhere new." The Young and the Restless, YNR, spoilers for Thursday, June 19th, reveal that Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, will fret over some red flags while Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, seeks the Aristotle Dumas, Billy Flynn, truth. Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller, will also take Audra Charles's Zuleika Silver, bait, so there'll be a lot happening in Thursday's action-packed episode. AS Dumas party games continue in France. More guests will arrive on the scene. Lily, Devin Winters, Brighton James, and Damian Kane, Jermaine Rivers, will become part of the festivities, but Lily will only have one thing on her mind: unlocking the Dumas mystery. Thanks to a recent YNR preview video, we know Lily has some unsettling moments coming up in the maze. There'll be an eerie vibe as Lily gets freaked out, so we'll see if she feels like she's being watched. Dumas is indeed observing his guests thanks to his video equipment and will prepare to move forward with his big reveal soon enough. In the meantime, Lily will anxiously await the news of who Dumas really is. It's clear that Lily isn't leaving this party without answers, so she'll make some bold declarations on Thursday's show. As for Jack, he'll fear troubles brewing based on all the hoops Dumas is making them jump through. Between Dumas' challenges and his delayed flight, Jack won't have a good feeling about any of this. In fact, Jack will start to wonder if he should have skipped this party instead of changing his honeymoon plans. Diane Jenkins Abbott, Susan Walters, may offer reassurance as Jack worries about all the red flags he's seeing, but she'll be on edge too deep down. That's especially true since Diane is fearful about this whole situation with Kyle and Audra. Audra convinced Kyle to be her +1 and help launch a perfume showdown that could boost business for both of them. It looks like Audra will use that perfume competition to create some bait for Kyle, so he'll take it and fall right into the trap she's setting. Kyle will end up sharing some way too close moments with Audra when he takes a whiff of her neck, presumably to help put on a show for this fragrance face-off. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Audra will keep doing whatever she can to pave the way for Kyle and Claire Newman's Haley Aaron breakup, so she may have some positive updates for Victor Newman, Eric Braeden soon. CDL's the place to be for scorching Young and the Restless spoilers, updates, and news, so make us your go-to YNR source. Genoa City is in for another explosive day as secrets unravel, alliances shift, and passions ignite. Thursday's episode of The Young and the Restless promises high-stakes drama as Lily makes a bold move that could change everything, while Kyle finds himself dangerously entangled in Audra's web. Here's everything you need to know about the jaw-dropping events coming your way. Lily's bold declaration shakes the chancellors. Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, has reached her breaking point. After weeks of tension with Billy, Jason Thompson, and mounting frustration over the future of Chancellor Winters, she's ready to take control, no matter the consequences. In a stunning confrontation, Lily makes a bold declaration that leaves everyone reeling. Sources reveal that Lily will issue an ultimatum to Billy, demanding he either fully commit to their business partnership or step aside. With Jill, Jess Walton, watching closely, and Devin, Brighton James, caught in the middle, Lily's decision could fracture the company and her family for good. What does this mean for Chancellor Winters? Billy's loyalty is tested. Will he finally put business before personal vendettas, or will his stubbornness cost him everything? Devin faces a tough choice. Does he side with his sister or try to mediate before it's too late? Jill's patience wears thin. If Billy and Lily can't resolve their differences, Jill may be forced to intervene in a major way. Fans won't want to miss the fiery showdown that could reshape the future of one of Genoa City's most powerful families. Kyle takes Audra's bait. A dangerous game begins. Meanwhile, Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller, is playing with fire. Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver, has been subtly manipulating him for weeks, and on Thursday, Kyle finally takes the bait, putting his marriage, his career, and his future at risk. Audra has been working overtime to drive a wedge between Kyle and Diane, Susan Walters, all while positioning herself as his most trusted confidant. But her true motives are far from innocent. In a private meeting, Audra drops a bombshell revelation, one that could give Kyle the upper hand at Jabot, but at what cost? Here's what's at stake. A secret alliance forms. Kyle and Audra's scheming could destabilize Jabot's leadership. Diane senses trouble. Will she uncover Kyle's deception before it's too late? Jack's trust hangs in the balance. If Kyle betrays the family, there may be no coming back. Kyle has always walked the line between ambition and loyalty, but Audra's influence may push him past the point of no return. Viewers should brace themselves for a betrayal that could send shockwaves through the Abbott dynasty. Nikki's desperate move against Jordan. Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, is not out of the woods yet. With Jordan, Colleen Zenk, still lurking in the shadows, Nikki grows increasingly desperate to protect her family. On Thursday, she takes a dangerous risk, one that could either end Jordan's reign of terror or backfire spectacularly. Victor, Eric Braeden, has been working behind the scenes to neutralize the Jordan threat, but Nikki isn't willing to sit back and wait. In a tense scene, she makes a move that could expose Jordan's whereabouts, but will it put her in even greater danger?
Key developments.
A mysterious phone call. Nikki reaches out to a surprising ally for help. Jordan's next target. Is Claire, Haley Aaron in danger, or is Nikki the real prize? Victor's wrath looms. If Nikki's plan fails, Victor may take matters into his own hands with deadly consequences. The Newman family's safety hangs by a thread, and Nikki's latest gamble could determine whether they finally escape Jordan's clutches or fall deeper into her trap. Chelsea and Adam's emotional crossroads. Chelsea, Melissa Claire Egan, and Adam, Mark Grossman, have been circling each other for months, but on Thursday, their unresolved feelings come to a head. After Connor's, Judah Mackey, latest crisis, Chelsea turns to Adam for support, leading to a raw, emotional conversation that leaves them both questioning their future. What's next for Chatham? A heartbreaking confession. Chelsea admits something that shocks Adam. Sharon's concern grows. Will she intervene before Adam gets hurt again? A major decision. Adam faces a choice: move forward with Chelsea or finally close the door on their past. With so much history between them, one conversation could change everything. Fans of this complicated couple won't want to miss this pivotal moment. Daniel and Heather's surprising reconnection. Daniel, Michael Graziadei, and Heather, Vale Bloom, have been cautiously rebuilding their friendship, but on Thursday, things take an unexpected turn. After a heart-to-heart about Lucy's future, old sparks begin to flicker, leaving both wondering if there's a second chance for romance. What's brewing between them? A lingering look. Heather and Daniel share a moment that speaks volumes. Lucy's reaction. Will she approve of her parents rekindling their relationship? Summer's jealousy flares. If Daniel moves on with Heather, how will she react? Audra, always the opportunist, hesitated. Running away isn't the answer, Nate. But Nate was desperate. Then what is? Staying here and letting Victor destroy me? Audra's calculating gaze suggested she was weighing her options. Would she abandon Nate to save herself, or was there genuine love beneath her scheming exterior? Victoria's power play. At Newman Enterprises, Victoria, Amelia Heinley, and Cole, J. Eddie Martinez continued their stealthy takeover of Claire's, Haley Aaron, trust fund. With Jordan out of the picture, Victoria was determined to secure her daughter's future, even if it meant bending a few rules. We need to move fast, Victoria told Cole. If my father finds out what we're doing, Cole, ever the voice of reason, warned her. Vic, this could backfire. You're risking everything. But Victoria, channeling her inner Victor, smirked. Then let's make sure it doesn't. Adam's secret agenda. Elsewhere, Adam, Mark Grossman, met with Sally, Courtney Hope, under the guise of discussing business. But their lingering glances and charged silences hinted at unresolved feelings. We make a good team, Adam murmured, leaning closer. Sally, though still hurt from their past, didn't pull away. Don't do this, Adam. Do what? He challenged. Make me believe in us again. With Connor struggling and Chelsea distracted, Adam was clearly searching for comfort. But was Sally the answer, or just another complication? Billy's warning to Chelsea. Billy, Jason Thompson, confronted Chelsea, Melissa Claire Egan, about her growing closeness to Daniel, Michael Graziadei. You're playing with fire, Billy warned. Daniel's not over Lily, and you're still healing. Chelsea brushed him off. We're just friends, Billy. But Billy wasn't convinced. Keep telling yourself that. Final thoughts. A city in turmoil. As the episode closed, Mariah sat alone in Sharon's living room, staring at a photo of her and Tessa. Meanwhile, Tessa drowned her sorrows at society, where Noah, Rory Gibson, offered a sympathetic ear. I messed up, Tessa whispered, her voice breaking. Noah sighed. Then fight for her. But was it too late? With relationships fracturing, power shifting, and secrets bubbling to the surface, Genoa City is more volatile than ever. Will Mariah and Tessa find their way back? Or is this the end of their love story?